Hey folks, welcome back. Pat Flynn here, and this video is going to be about the truth about supplements. So it's a very common question I get. Pat, how do you feel about supplements? Are they good? Are they bad? What supplements should I be taking? Now, I can't talk specifically about every supplement in just one video, but I can give you a general overview or approach to looking and thinking about supplements that I think will be useful and hopefully nuanced. So the first and biggest thing when we think about supplementation is to remember that they're called supplements for a reason. They're something that should be used in addition to. And one of the biggest problems when it comes to supplementation is people forget that. And what they'll often do is replace the word supplement with replacement. They'll think it's something that you should use instead of. And in that sense, supplements are next to useless. You know, supplements will never replace an effective exercise program. Supplements will also never replace an otherwise healthy diet. Now, there's two extreme camps when it comes to advice on supplements. The first camp would be that supplements are the end-all be-all. If you're not taking them, then you're never going to achieve anything significant in your entire life. The other camp just denies any utility from supplements at all. Don't waste your money. They're all scam. It's all gimmick. Don't bother. The truth is somewhere, as it often is, kind of in the middle. Supplements can offer marginal utility on top of a sound foundation. That is the best way to think about supplements. There's something that can give you that little bit extra, that maybe 1 to 3, possibly 5% advantage once you've got all the principles in place. What are these principles that we should be thinking about? What is going to make the biggest difference for you when it comes to being healthy and in shape? Well, they're very simple, okay? Well, we need a generally healthy diet, eating foods that are relatively unprocessed, close to nature, making sure that we are measuring what matters in terms of both quality and quantity. So see my other videos on nutrition for that. So a healthy diet, very important, pretty obvious. Supplements will not compensate for an otherwise unhealthy diet. A intelligent and regular exercise program. Look, you can take all the performance supplements you want in the world. If you're not actually lifting weight, if you're not engaged in resistance training and a consistent exercise program, you're gonna pee all those supplements out. They're gonna be completely useless. So you need to have a very solid and effective exercise program in place. And then very importantly, but often I think either misunderstood or not appreciated to the extent that it should be, is of course sleep. And this is where people will really try to compensate with supplements, especially stimulants. They do not value a good or proper sleep hygiene. They don't have a sleep regimen. They don't have a ritual for getting a good night's sleep. They stay up way too late, they're watching all kinds of nonsense on the television, and then they sleep terribly, have really low energy, and try to compensate for that with supplements. Well, this is not only good for performance, it's certainly detrimental for recovery, but it's going to cause you to waste a lot of money. So if you feel like you ever need supplements to get a workout done, chances are there's something going wrong elsewhere and at a much more fundamental level. And I would encourage you to look at your sleep patterns and to see, am I really making sleep a priority? Am I really trying to make sure that I'm getting to bed on time, that my sleeping environment is the way it should be? And I'll do a full video on how to get a better night's sleep in sometime soon, whenever I feel like it. After I get a good night's sleep, I'll do that. I have kids, so it's not always as easy as it sounds. But the principles are what matter. So with all that said, once you have the foundations down, then it can be useful for considering various supplements. Something like a protein powder, which we've done videos on before, can be really helpful to making sure you're getting enough protein in, that you're controlling calories, that you're keeping hunger at bay. And then you can, use a green supplement in addition to that. Those can be useful. Does that mean that you can't or shouldn't be eating other fruits or vegetables? Obviously not. Supplements can really serve as a way to fill gaps that might emerge from individual to individual, depending on the type of diet you're following, depending on the training program that you're engaged in. So a lot of supplementation is largely individual and specific. But what's general are these principles that you need to see supplementation as something that is done in addition to, not instead of. That you should be able to get pretty much most of all the results you want without supplements, but then they can give you that little bit extra to help take you to that next level, either in terms of performance, muscle gain, weight loss, etc. Now, that is the sort of foundations for thinking about supplements, and in future episodes we will assess various supplements one by one, everything from protein to multivitamins to creatine and other performance-based supplements as well. But I hope this is enough to get you started and thinking in the right direction. The big principle is remember what supplements are in addition to, not instead of. Thank you. Be sure to subscribe, and if there's any supplement you want me to talk about specifically, leave a comment below and I will do my best to address that in a future episode. Strong on.